The Flipside of Board Games is sponsored in part this month by Peacekeeper Games, publisher of the puzzly game Gearworks. Take on the role of budding inventors intent on proving your mettle. Play your gears carefully as clever card placement helps you control areas of the board and reward the parts you need to build fantastical contraptions and score points at the end of the game. It's an interesting marriage of steampunk and Sudoku. A special bundle is currently available on their website, which includes a free deluxe playmat. And a new Kickstarter campaign will be running from March 12 to 31, 2024. Go check it out. All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome. I am just a little bit off the screen. We had to really kind of open up the wide-angle lenses for Dune War for Arrakis. I'm Sam.
I'm JT.
And we are going to be here playing this big dog.
It's cool.
That's a huge box right there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's thick, and it's big, and it doesn't even hold everything for the game.
What?
Nope, it doesn't, because I got two boxes up there, the Smugglers Guild and the Spacing Guild. Two expansions for it.
Oh.
They don't fit.
So can you actually play those guilds too?
I haven't actually looked into that.
Board?
I haven't. Well, they come up over here. So this whole side of the board over here isn't used in the base game, but when you're using those two expansions, then you'll use that side of the board as well. So, but this is just the base game, and we are going. Just that.
Nice.
So we are going well, though. If you are here, let us know, because we appreciate it. We want to chat as we play.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to show you how the game plays and all that good stuff. We already kind of went through. Gunnar Johansson is here.
Oh,
very good. Rob German stopped by earlier and dropped in. I doubt I'll be able to catch this live, but we'll be excited to check this game out. Long live the fighters. Powell Family Farm is here. Hey, dudes, I have this one on the shelf and looking forward to seeing how it plays. Well, that's exactly what we are aiming to do here. Now, we are using one of the possible future variants. And when
he wanted Duke Leto to be in,
right.
He wanted him still to be alive.
That's right.
The pathetic fool.
As you can tell, JT was not on board with this decision. But basically,
I can kill him again. It's all right.
Yeah, I'm looking out for you. I was looking out for you, Baron. So basically, Duke Leto has survived and avoided capture by the Harkonnens. Dr. Yui, despite the Harkonnens' blackmail, ultimately does not have the courage to betray his Duke. He is then captured by the Harkonnens, and Baron Harkonnen never takes place, meaning the twisted Mentat Peiter de Vries survives and remains at the Baron's side. Not needing another Mentat, the Baron executes the captured Thufir Harwat, and deeming him to be too dangerous to be alive.
Well, Peiter's outlived his usefulness. Especially if his scheming with Yui didn't work. He's out.
All right, so I'm not going to have the chance to have Thufir in my army, and Dr. Yui is not on the board either. So there you have that. Everything else is ready to go in our decks.
When you get one of these guys, do you get to pick which one you get?
No. They all come in at different times throughout the course of the game.
Oh. Cool.
So yeah, you'll be able to add certain things, like for example on your supremacy track over here, that first one. Whenever you see that symbol, the red hexagon, that means you can have another leader come in if they're not supposed to come in at some other point in time.
Gotcha.
Okay.
See how that goes. We're going to squeeze this planet, turn it into my own prison world. I'm going to make all these Fremen our soldier slaves.
Oh, boy.
Yep.
Yeah, you're in for a rude awakening, pal.
No.
Actually, I don't know. When I played this with Roy at Dice Tower West, it felt like he was taking it easy on me.
Did you beat Roy?
No. We had to stop before we actually finished off. However,
if you beat Roy, then I would say the game is unbalanced and whatever.
I would say the same thing. There's no way. But no, he was pounding Arrakis hard. And I was definitely feeling but as the game grew on, I started to feel stronger because he wasn't rolling as many action dice. I didn't get to use Desert Power as much later on in the game, but I was I felt more equal to him. But I think part of that was because there's always luck when you're rolling dice.
Sure.
Right? And so I think I was rolling a little bit better than him for the most part during the battles. Everything else he was smashing with, but during battles, and I was getting really lucky with worm sign tokens as well. And I was keeping his spice production at a very minimum. So he was losing the ability to put out more and more. But that's the one variant that we're going to be using. Generally speaking, the game takes place in a number of rounds. We're going to be doing certain things during the course of the round. It's very procedural as far as that's concerned. The first thing that we'll do is we'll draw cards, one from each deck that we have. And then JT will be able to put out his vehicles based upon the Spice Must Flow tracks. Once he's done that, then we're going to roll our action dice. And the action dice will determine what kind of actions we'll be able to do. I start the game with the Bene Gesserit token, which basically acts like another wild die that I can use for actions out here. The Fremen and the Atreides have desert power actions as long as we have fewer usable action dice than the Harkonnen does. I'll be able to use desert power as one of the actions that I can do. But if we ever have the same amount of usable dice, then I can't do desert power. I have to do one of my dice actions. So the Atreides Fremen will go first during the action phase, and we'll go 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 until we've all used all of our dice and we're all out of actions. Then we move on to step 3, phase 3, which is the Desert Hazards phase. The Harkonnen are not accustomed to life on Arrakis, and so if they get stuck out in the desert,
I get sand in my boots.
That's right. He doesn't like that.
No.
So there will be certain things. Worm sign tokens will appear where they are. Coriolis storms are going to buffet them in certain ways. They're going to be losing. So if he's stuck out in the desert somewhere, that's probably not good for him. And that will happen during the Desert Hazards phase. Then we'll go to Spice Harvesting phase, where his harvesters that are out here on the board, if a harvester is out in the deep desert, which is basically a desert area that's on the edge of the board, that will produce 2 spice for him. If it's in any other desert space, it will produce 1 spice for him. So 2 or 1, depending on where he decides to place them. And spice will allow him to keep the corporations or the different factions, the guilds, happy. And if they start, if he starts dipping, they're going to take away dice from him and make it harder for him to do things throughout the course of the game. So he really wants to keep that spice flowing to keep everybody happy. Then at the end of the round, we'll check to see if any of my prescience cards are going to be able to fire off at the end of the round. Some of them do at the end of the round. Some of them fire off as soon as you acquire the effect, but that will be made clear in a little bit. All ornithopters and carrioles will come off the board, and then we both can replace our named leaders with regular leaders, basically pull them off the board, get them out of danger's path, whatever.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, you can do that, starting with you. You can do it first, and then I can do it as well. And then you refresh all spent leader cards. What's the point of the game? All right, well, let me get down to the board here. The point of the game, very simply, is that the Harkonnen down here want to get their little emblem up here to the 10. This is the supremacy track. If the Harkonnen is able to do that, then they will have won the game outright. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to get these 3 prescience markers at different spots along this path, denoted by one of these cards that I'm going to draw randomly at the beginning of the game, and it will tell me what I need to do and where each of these markers need to be on this track in order for me to win. One of them usually is 8 to 10. One of these will usually have to be up here. The other ones are somewhere in this area.
Gotcha.
Generally speaking. So that's that. And that's how those 2 things will win. And yeah, I think that's pretty much a pretty good overview of the game. As far as how we're going to win and how everything else happens. We'll go over certain minutia like battling and moving as we are playing through the game. But for you to understand what the board looks like, there's basically different kinds of areas. This is called the minor erg area, which isn't considered desert, but it's a regular area here. Then you also have these brown areas are rocks. The reddish areas are plateaus, including here and over here. And then desert areas are any desert area that's not on the edge of the board, and any desert area that is on the edge of the board is considered deep desert.
Yep.
Okay, so those are the things that happens. All of these units were set up randomly using the deployment tokens that come for the Harkonnen and the I can't remember their allies' name. Corino allies. Corrino.
I can't think of that name, but
So these were all randomly set up. These all come out randomly as well. Each of the sieges have a token underneath them that denotes how strong that siege is, which will be one of the ways that he's going to get his supremacy marker.
You're talking about the Emperor's troops, right?
Yeah.
So this is the Harkonnen and the Empire, right?
Yeah.
What's the Empire's name?
The Carinos.
In
here it's
fine.
called the Carinos Allies.
I'm sure that's what it is, but let's see. I'm going to try to see what that is.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know why it's... You keep talking. No worries.
Yep, I will. Whenever the Harkonnen are stuck out in the middle of the deserts, there's going to be this little table that we use in order to determine how many dice we roll and what happens with the dice roll and all of that kind of stuff. Fighting is pretty simple. For me, it's going to be the strength, whatever number is under this, number of dice plus how many regular and elite units I have in my legion. For the Harkonnen, it's simply going to be how many units, regular and elite units you have in your legion. That's going to determine.
Not including leaders.
Not including leaders, that's correct. But some of your leaders, I can't remember.
So you did say earlier, though, that it's a 6-unit maximum.
That's
Does that
correct.
include the leader?
No.
Okay, so 6 plus 1.
No, it doesn't matter. Your named leaders and your regular leaders don't matter.
Okay. They don't matter.
They're there to provide those extra face of the dice.
Perfect.
And
you have more than one leader in a space?
Yes.
Okay.
You absolutely can.
Sweet.
Which is important because if you have only one leader and you roll this face twice, you only get to use one of them. So that's an important thing. Having 2 leaders in the same area might in a battle might be worth it.
Sure.
Because of that.
Piter is going to be on the front lines the whole time. Piter, get out there and make yourself useful.
Piter, go out there. That's funny.
Send the Mentat.
Malik is here. Good luck and have fun. Also, greetings from Bosnia. Hello, sir. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Matthew Vincent says, hola. John Yaks, did you guys see the latest movie? We have both seen it. We were just talking about that.
Yep.
Go ahead and give your non-spoiler review.
My non-spoiler review is, as a movie, it's a good movie. As a representation of the Dune books, it starts in the same place and it ends in the same place. So, non-spoiler review. But
they're going to make a third.
Do.
They're going to make a third one. You know that, right?
That just means that they're going to make it worse. They're going to separate further.
He's going to make Messiah next.
We'll see. It was a good movie.
Yeah. I liked the movie so much. Mm-hmm. I liked the original as well. Way back in the 80s. Me too. Mm-hmm. I loved that one. It made my stomach churn a couple of times. Those dudes had a lot of snot coming out of their noses, which I guess would be normal if you had something permanently stuck up your nose.
Stuck up your nose.
Anyway, that was pretty nasty. But anyway, and they had to clean up after themselves as they walked out of the room. You have problems if you have to mop the floor as you walk out of a room. That's gross.
Slaves are for.
But that, so I didn't really like the sci-fi TV show, the miniseries that was on the Sci-Fi Channel.
I don't know that I saw it.
You're not missing anything.
No, I don't think I saw it. I'm pretty sure I didn't see it.
But I really enjoyed Dune Part 1. I really enjoyed Dune Part 2. Really had a good time. And Jess went with me. And to her credit, she stayed awake the entire time. Mm-hmm. She's not a fan of Dune at all.
No.
But she was a trooper.
It was a good movie.
She came with, and she said it wasn't bad. So from a non-Dune fan that says it wasn't bad, that's a good thing.
Mostly there were some fundamental character changes that I wasn't a fan of.
All right. Lucky with the worm poop. I don't understand what that means.
I don't know.
I think there's going to be a lot of Harkonnen that become worm poop.
There's going to be a lot, but my goal is, to stick to that 2-to-1 ratio.
How big is this board? Malik asks. Well, this is about a 4x6 table that this is on, and this is taking up 2/3 of it.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah, that thing's over 4 foot long.
Yeah. It might. Well, maybe it's a. No, I mean 4.
No, I know. I'm
6.
saying this mat is probably a little over 4 foot long, or is 4 foot long.
Yeah, that's about the size of it. So this, and yes, you are correct. This is a table hog. Absolutely.
It is massive.
Absolutely.
It's
but that's
really
one of the cool things about it. McStabba says, looking forward to seeing this being played. Looks great. Great franchise, and I love War of the Ring from the game. Same designers. So yeah, I expect to like this game. 10 spices out of 10.
There you go. I didn't back this because he backed it. But truthfully, as beautiful it is, I should have just backed it to put it on my shelf. Yeah. Which is a waste of money, but I wish I would have now. And these are way cooler than they look in the book or in the movies.
I don't know. I thought they looked pretty cool in the movies.
Ones in the movies.
Those are pretty cool.
Those
are about the same as the way they looked in the movies, right?
Got that big dome top on them, like a big giant head.
Oh, but that was the carryalls, wasn't it?
That was the thing. And then the carryall looked like one of those on top of itself.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, that's interesting.
These are cool looking, man.
These do look cool. Yep.
Yes, very cool.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and jump right on in. I do have something that I have to do at the start of the game. I have Duncan, Idaho, that says at the start of the game, replace any Naib leader with Duncan, Idaho.
What?
Yep.
How do you know? Well, how come I don't get a cool thing like that?
Because you're the bad guys.
What's a Naib leader?
Naib leader or any of these dudes. So first thing I need to do is I need to look at all.
So he doesn't count as one of your things.
Correct. Huh. And he actually says that on the back. It says that Duncan Idaho has no leader special actions. This card can never be placed on the action.
Well, first thing we should do is kill him, right?
Nope. Don't kill Duncan. He's a good guy.
Duncan is one of my favorite characters, actually.
Yeah, he is cool.
Except for in the book. Except for in the movies.
Except for in the movies.
Yeah. I understand the star power, but he doesn't match the character.
I'm just looking at all these to determine what they are and.
Show me a couple if you want.
No, I do not.
Oh yeah, so I have to know when. So some of these do. I have to. So it actually says each character when they come in and stuff.
Yeah, it does. So while I'm standing up, I'm going to look at some of these as well.
Oh.
This is just.
And so if one of these comes in, though, they're going to replace the one that's here in the same position, right?
That's well, like for example, if Fade comes in, then Raban is.
Well, I know he actually says he replaces Raban.
Correct.
But some of these other ones don't say that.
Yeah.
Nefud.
Okay.
Nefud, how long have you been my captain?
Let's see. Where do I want him to come out?
Oh, and these 3 would have been in play. So these 3 aren't in play because they're not my actual faction. Because like she says, she starts in play at the start of the game.
Right.
But not out here.
Correct.
So I do have her available, or I don't have her available.
You know, that is one thing that
It's all good.
I'm not absolutely sure of because I couldn't find it in the book, and I looked specifically for that because a lot of it's not in the setup section.
Yeah, she's the only other one that says she's in play at the start of the game.
It might be some of the possible futures that come
gotcha.
out. For example, the Princess Steps In is another variant. The Harkonnens may bring into play Princess Aurelian instead of Gaius Mel and Bohemian. Remove her.
It's probably when you play the other faction, maybe.
Maybe so.
Okay.
Maybe
Cool.
so. But
all right, let's do this.
I looked at it and if you look at this setup, the 3 to 4 players mode, there's different ones that come in this set over here.
I didn't know it was more than a
all that
2-player
kind of
game.
stuff.
That's
So,
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Are we ready?
We're ready.
Okay,
I've got spice to collect.
just got the Kickstarter edition with everything. Looking forward to learning. I hear it's way more accessible than War of the Ring. I think it probably is, and I enjoy it a little bit better than that as well. But, okay, first things first, what we do at the start of the round, we draw 2 planning cards, 1 from each deck, so go ahead and do that.
And I'm supposed to draw 1 extra red one, you said?
And yes, because of the
Scenario.
possible future scenario that we're playing, yes. And then we also reveal 3 of these cards, which will be what I'm trying to accomplish to move my prescience markers up. So, for example, dew collectors for the planting. There are Atreides legions in 3 plateau areas. So if I'm in 3 of these red areas at the end of the round, then I'll be able to score 2 on that one.
Jeez.
Mudir of the Sandride and Atreides Legion with a named leader moves to an empty desert area by sand riding. That will allow me to put both of these up by 1. And then this one over here, the young men are banding for a razzia. Atreides Legions destroy 2 harvesters in the same turn. That will allow me to put my military up twice.
All right.
All right, so that's what I can do. Another point, I can only do 2 of these every round. I can't do all 3.
Okay.
All right, so that...
And then do they go away and get 3 new ones? Do you get 3 new ones every round?
I can choose to get rid of.
keep them.
Or I can keep them around
Gotcha.
to try to accomplish them. I can choose. And then I'm also going to draw this to determine what I am going to do here. Got to control that spice. Obviously, I mean the spicy Cheeto in my belly button.
That's
Eddie,
right.
come on, man. Eddie always talking about that spicy Cheeto in his belly button.
It tastes like cinnamon.
It's oh my gosh. Oh my god. You just took it to a new level, brother.
No, in the books, it smells like cinnamon.
Oh, it does?
It smells and tastes like cinnamon.
Oh, okay.
They talk about it. Yeah.
Oh man, I'd be liking that spice then.
Yeah. It's cinnamon. It smells and tastes like cinnamon in the books.
I'd be high as a kite, brother. All right, that's what I'm doing. I don't show that to you. I only keep it for myself. I keep it secret.
These are prescient cards?
These are prescience cards, yes. Oh boy.
So when do I spend these?
Okay. One of the
think
things
that's the
that you
only
can
thing I
do
don't know.
during the action sequence, during the action phase, is you can use a die, and instead of doing that action, you can play a card.
Oh, right on. That's cool.
Yep. Okay. All right. So we revealed 3 prescience cards. We've drawn our other cards, our planning cards. Now you get to place your vehicles out. Starting at the beginning of the game, you'll place 3 harvesters, 2 ornithopters, and 1 carryall. Carryalls and ornithopters have to go in these air zones, and they will be covering the zones that they're connected to.
And how easy is it to destroy a harvester?
It's not difficult to destroy a harvester. For example, if a sandworm shows up where your harvester is, It will be destroyed unless you remove a carry-all to save it. If one of my Fremen legions walks into an area, it's automatically destroyed.
Oh.
If there's a battle in the area and the Fremen or Atreides are victorious, it's also destroyed. So it's not like we have to do a whole bunch of stuff to destroy a harvester.
Well, harvester placement might be the worst part.
Yes, that is true. But keep in mind that your harvesters on deep desert areas will get you 2, and in regular desert areas they'll only get you 1.
Okay. All right. Let's see what we got here. I don't know. I'm gonna put this guy here.
Okay.
I'm gonna put 2 harvesters out.
You can put 3.
I know. I'm gonna put 2 harvesters here.
All right.
And then I'll put this 3rd one. I don't know how fast I can move. Speed.
See you later, Nuno.
Speed is going to be of the essence for these guys, I think. Did you say Nuno?
Yeah, Nuno Rebello. He had to go play with his kids, so I'm sure he'll be back.
Right on.
Later on.
I don't know. I'm going to put one.
Eddie Har says that you are accurate.
What's that? Who's accurate?
You are, with your whole cinnamon spice tastes like cinnamon.
I know I don't know everything about Dune World, but I know quite a bit about the books and the stuff, the things. All right, so then I'm going to put one of these guys here, and one of them there.
Okay. All right, so ornithopters can be used for 2 different reasons. They can be used to scout sieges. Basically, what a scout siege means is that you just look at the strength of the siege to see what it is. Or they can also be used for troop transport in the areas that they are covering. So this guy right here will be able to allow these guys to move 2, whereas they would only be able to normally move 1 unless one of your leaders has some extra movement that it's allowed to give them as well.
Gotcha.
So that's what ornithopters are used for. Carry-alls. Wow, what is this guy doing way in here, man?
He's being a wimp.
Oh, man. I'm pretty sure that's a desert. I just got to double check. Roy always kept putting him on the outsides of the... He was always going for massive...
Do I have to put him on the outside, or is that the best?
Oh, that's a desert.
That's the best bet?
That's definitely desert.
Is that the best bet, to stay out and get 2s?
Well, I mean, he's only going to get you a 1. He's only going to get you 1 spice, and 1 spice doesn't really do you anything over here. So if I'm able to
let's put him way over there in the corner then.
Well, I don't want to do... I mean, maybe...
I have no idea, so we'll see what happens.
I don't either. I mean, that's basically going to get you 6, which
Unless
will...
you destroy all 3 of them. Then I get nothing.
True, but if I destroy, let's say, 2 of them, you're still going to get 2, which would allow you to keep 1 of these up.
All right.
So, at least. So,
all right.
I don't know. I've never played the Harkonnen. I've only played against Roy. This is only my 2nd time playing it, and it's your 1st time playing it. So I've never played the Harkonnen. I don't know if doing what Roy did was the best. All I know is that Roy was hammering me most of the game. So I don't know.
Well, isn't that the whole point? Is he should be hammering you?
Yeah, exactly. You should be.
Especially with Leto around.
Hey, I'm just saying.
That guy is about as slow, as sluggish, and tactics as I've ever seen.
I'm just saying. Okay, so
honorable fool.
Honorable fool. There we go. All right, so we are done with. You set aside 1 action die per slot on the active row. You don't have to do that because the active row is up here. But once you have anything down here, you're going to have to set dice aside.
Yep.
So we're done with vehicle placement and action die restriction. Now we go to action solution. So we're going to roll our action dice, and you have to place them out where you have rolled. So I got 1 deployment, I got 1 house, I got 1 Mentat, and I got another house.
Jeez, I rolled 6 of those.
Then I'm going to be able
to... Can I get a Yahtzee?
Huh?
I rolled 6 of these.
No, okay, so what
But I can put these elsewhere.
Yes, but you have to start with places
Oh,
that
with
you
one of
have.
these.
Yeah, where you
Yep.
have the least. So you would have to do one deployment and one leadership, and then the third one
Oh, gotcha. I'd
can
have
go
to do
wherever you
one.
want. Yep.
For sure.
And then this one is going to be, I'm going to go ahead and place this on my strategy.
I have to see what the because we are limited in space. The actions are down
Yep,
below.
yep.
All right, I placed. And then you get a start.
I do. I will actually start and I think I'm going to go by.
Foolish Baron.
I'm going to use my Mentat die, and that normally allows me to draw 2 planning cards, but I'm going to discard it to play a planning card. And I'm going to play I Am Stilgar the Freeman, or the Fremen, sorry. I always see Freeman whenever I say that.
right.
So I Am Stilgar the Fremen. So this allows me to place Stilgar, 2 elite units, and one regular unit in any free plateau area.
Ooh.
All right, so we're gonna go with we'll go ahead and place him here, and then I get, what does it say? 2 elites and 1 regular. So 1, 2, and 1 regular, 3, right there. Then I can draw 1 planning card, so I'll draw from here.
Okay. That's my turn?
Oh.
What?
You're gonna hate me.
Okay.
You're gonna hate me. But I'm sure I'm gonna hate you too, so. Has the sleeper awakened? Did I miss it? Good morning. The sleeper has not yet awakened. Duke Leto is still around.
Sleeper hold on that sleeper.
Good to see you, Brian. Thank you for being here, buddy.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Eddie says that he's reading Star Wars Unlimited rules and looking through cards while watching y'all play this. I'm going to get all sorts of things mixed up.
These guys, when you roll this, does it give a special ability?
Yes, right here.
Just a
Showed right
basic.
here.
Oh, just a basic one
Yep,
attack.
just a basic attack.
Okay. All right. Well, first thing I'm going to do is deploy 3 regular units and 1 leader into 1 or more settlements. Okay. So I'm assuming I can split them up.
Yep. And this is where you keep. See, when I deploy, I'm drawing a deployment token and placing it in an area. You're actually going to be putting troops out. So.
You're putting a one of these out.
Yep, tokens out, correct.
Dude,
but,
you're in your bag.
So you can put these pretty much wherever you want, but you just have to remember that you have a restriction of 6 units per zone.
Yep. Minus the
leaders, correct.
Minus the leaders. So I'm going to put those 2 there. That's 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep.
And Mr. Beastrabon.
Oh boy.
Get out there, Beast, and do something freaking important. And then I'll put that guy there. And then I spend that dice, right? This dice is spent. Okay.
Got it?
Yep.
All right. Well, these 2 over here, I can use this result as any other action die result. But I'm going to use one of them. That's my Hell Special Rule. Your Hell Special Rule is a little bit different.
Sure.
It allows
Replace
you to
2 regular units with 2 elite units.
Yep. And so I'm going to use one of these, but I'm going to play another card. And this is one of the cards you're going to hate. I've never seen this card before.
Okay.
Dust Chasms. Remove 2 harvesters from deep desert areas of your choice within the same sector.
See?
So
What's going to happen?
I'm going to remove those two.
It just removes them?
It does. But let me check one thing, because you might be able to save one of them with the carry-all, but I doubt it. I just want to make sure. I don't want to leave you hanging. Always prioritize harvests. Always spend collected dice, including spice reserve, to prevent Imperium makers from decreasing. Gee whiz. Place. Because it's not being attacked.
It's not being attacked.
Yeah, that's my only thing. So let me go.
It should just be under harvester, and it should say if it what it can remove something for.
Probably should. Yeah. Let me see. Harvesters. Let's see. Harvester 13 and 33. So we'll go there, and we'll go to 13 as well. Indexes are good things, that's for sure.
Yeah, they are good things.
Okay, so vehicles include blah, 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 blah. Vehicles never move from their location. Carryalls and harvesters are used to collect spice. Vehicles are not units. That doesn't help. All right, so destroying harvesters. Once placed, harvesters on the board cannot be moved. Harvesters can be removed from the board in two ways. In addition to sandworms, harvesters can be moved to the board two ways. If a tree ends its movement in a thing, we already talked about that. The token is not revealed. If a trade player has moved a deployment token, no, it doesn't say anything about that. It doesn't sound like it can be. You can't use.
It doesn't actually say what a carry-all does?
No.
Like under
carry-all, we can look that up too. Carry-all 20. Carry-all to the rescue. Once during this phase, and it's the Desert Hazards phase, only during this phase, the Harkonnen can use carry-alls to the board to save harvesters. So there you go. So only
that's a no.
Yep.
They didn't get destroyed. They just got removed.
That's correct.
Okay.
Now it says remove two harvesters from your deep desert areas of your choice in the same sector. Mm-hmm. They were in the same sector. Then take a boom desert power action. So I can take one of these actions as well. So what we're going to do is we will.
So is there a hand limit?
We're going to place 2 worm sign tokens. No, there is not.
Okay.
Not that I'm aware of. I'll double check though, but
Gotcha.
I don't believe there is. When I know when I was playing with Roy, he had a number of cards that he wasn't using.
Okay.
That may or may not be the reason why. So we're going to place here and here worm sign tokens.
And those aren't shown until after.
They are not revealed until the Desert Hazards phase, which is after the action sequence.
So does it take me an action to use an ornithopter to look? Or you just remove him from the board, and how does that?
No, that's a free action.
That's a
Scouting is a free action, and this these tokens I can reveal them at any time. It's called guerrilla warfare. I can reveal them at any time, and that's a free action. Using your ornithopters to either to scout or to be a troop transport.
It's a free action.
It's considered a free action. Like you'll use it to transport as you're moving.
Yep.
Or you can use it to scout.
All right. Well, I'm going to just spend this dice to see if I can get cards.
Okay.
That will help. So 2 planning cards.
And at this point, you can choose 2 from one, or 1 from one, or 2 from the other. It doesn't matter. So that was your action.
1 and 1. See what they got. Yep.
All right. Stilgar is in the game, so this turns over. So now my leadership action is, my strategy action is a little bit better than my regular action. Normally, you're just able to move 2 different legions or attack with a legion.
So you just did what?
Well, when Stilgar got put into play, that is him, right? I think so. Yeah. No, that wasn't Stilgar. That was Duncan. This is Stilgar, right? Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, now I can.
Oh, because you're going to flip that over when So I get to flip this one over too.
Correct. Yeah, when he's out. So
All right.
Raban is over and he helps your leadership action, I think, right? Stilgar helps my strategy action. So now instead of just moving two different legions or attacking with a legion, I could move 3 different legions.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to do a use this the Bene Gesserit token as a strategy, and we're going to move 3 different legions. So we will go with 1, 2, and man, I don't know if I want to do that. Piece is right there. Okay. I could have. Yeah, we're going to do this. I'm going to use sandwriting. I didn't explain sandwriting to you. Sandwriting is where you can use worm sign tokens and actual sandworms that are out on the board to increase your movement throughout the course of the game. So in order, like for example, what I could do right now if I wanted to is I could use this legion that's with Duncan, Idaho, and move him through this legion to right here.
Yeah.
Whereas normally I'd only be able to move him 1. But because we're riding the sandworm that's right here,
Yep.
I can move more than that. But here's another thing. If I was over here, I could do the same thing. I could go 1, 2 over to here.
Oh, okay.
As sandwriting. So I could do that. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to sand ride through here and come out over here. And because I did that, I did this.
I think it's from a rocky area, right?
Is it? These are moves to an empty area by sand riding.
Anyone.
Yep. It doesn't say. It has to be a named leader. That's Duncan, Idaho. And so he moves. Any Atreides Legion with a named leader moves to an empty desert area sand riding. Okay. So I did that.
Pretty easy.
Yeah, well, believe me, I need a lot of easy to beat you. I'm just saying.
Okay.
So that one's done, and this is the action resolution phase. It automatically happens. Yep. Now, I can only do 2 of these per turn.
Sure.
So that is that.
All right. So it's my turn?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm still, well, 2 things I need to know. One is, what's a surprise attack?
Surprise attack, thank you. That's when you can move and then attack. Normally you have to move, and attacking is a separate thing, but I'll read it to you. 24. Okay, so only for the first round of battle, the attacking player adds 1 star result.
Okay.
To their combat roll. So when you are making a surprise attack, for the first round of battle, you get +1 star to your roll.
Okay, so it's not a move and attack.
Well, whenever you're doing an attack, you can make it a surprise attack. I'm sorry, I misspoke. Whenever you're doing an attack, like for example, your strategy action, you can move 2 different legions.
Sure.
Or you can attack with a legion.
Right.
I don't know what yours says.
It just says make a surprise attack. So.
Well, yeah, there you go.
So you just have to be adjacent to make an attack.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And the ornithopter will let me move 2 spaces.
Yes. And it will also allow you to cross those red lines. You would not normally be able to walk across those.
Copy.
But you can use a transport to get over them.
All right, well, the other thing I have to figure out, and I apologize, but so I got a card that brings out Lady Fenring.
Okay.
But she is a Mentat. Does she replace Piter, or does she come out on her own? Because it doesn't say she replaces the other one. Too many questions.
No.
Too many questions. This is not Batman.
Not enough knowledge.
Yeah, that's what. Not enough knowledge by me.
I think. Does it match one of the?
It does.
Symbols.
Does it match
one
Piter's?
of the symbols here?
Huh?
Does one of her symbols match down here too?
Yeah.
You might be able to place her there, but let me double check. New.
Lady Fenring's kind of worthless, but
12, 25.
she's just another tool to be used and abused.
Leaders. They are not units and can be placed on the board exclusively in areas containing friendly units. Both allow for greater flexibility and employment of legions. Leaders are represented by figures in large round bases, detailing the combat and action abilities. When a named leader enters play, its leader card is immediately placed face up on the corresponding action box of the controller player's dashboard. A named leader's card is considered face up when it shows the description of its special action, the side with monochrome artwork. Leaders belonging to the same faction may show different colors. This is only relevant for 3 to 4 player games. Let's go to 31. That's the thing about games like this. Some named leaders are in play from the beginning of the game. Others may enter play during the course. For each leader, the conditions to enter play are specified on the back of its leader card. When a named leader enters play, their leader card is immediately placed face up on the corresponding action box of its figure is set aside to be used when the player deploys or places the named leader replaces. When the player deploys or places the named leader on the board, and it doesn't say that it replaces. So can you have two different... When a named leader enters play, their leader card is immediately placed face up on the corresponding action box of the player's dashboard. It doesn't say that it replaces it. So how would you interpret that?
I don't know, because I don't know if it has to sit on that. I mean, she's not as good as Piter is. You know, it'd be nice to have her on the board and have Piter on the board too, but she's not as good.
Yeah.
Like overall, so if I have to replace him, I don't want to do it.
I'm trying to see where it would be.
All right, I'll do something else for now.
Okay.
And the Bene Gesserit tokens, those are for life. Once you have them, you get to keep them?
I believe so.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. I don't care about that right now. All right. Well, let's move some troops. Let us move some troops. Actually... I'll spend one of these move 2 different troops dice to... Oh, but I have to get him out. There's no other way to get a main guy out, except for this one, except for the deployment?
I believe so, yes.
Or on a card or something?
Yes.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
Okay, because I don't want to use this card up and not have the ability. I don't care. I'll do it anyways. I am going to move. Yeah.
I'm even catching some mistakes that Roy and I made.
Oh, nice.
Because we were playing like these went towards the amount of dice that I have because it's considered a die.
And they don't?
And they don't. I already read that. I just read that.
I'm going to spend this guy and do something at least. So I'm going to move this Legion 2 spaces.
Okay. 1, 2. Oh, that's nasty.
Okay. And then for my action, I'm going to do a surprise attack on Mr. Duncan, Idaho.
Great. All right. So that reveals this, and that means that I have 2 elites out there with Duncan.
We might as well attack him. I said I wanted to kill him. We are going to what is it called? We're going to turn him into a... No.
You're not going to turn him into anything. He's going to die honorably.
No.
He's going to die honorably.
He's going to die miserably. You miserable fool, you and your Fremen.
All right, so
lackeys.
I basically have 2 dice. That's what really sucks about this because I left my siege and I shouldn't have. But 2 dice, and I can discard a card if I want to. So I'm going to get a 3rd.
Oh, okay. I forgot you could do that. Now I'm doing a surprise attack. So does that mean I get a 7th dice, or is 6 your max?
No, 6 is your max. You just get an additional. You go into the die. You go into the fight with one of those plus whatever you roll.
Oh, so I have to start with one of those and then roll the other 5?
No, you get that and then roll the other. I mean,
okay.
You have 6. So, you're rolling 6 dice.
All right.
So you start with that and plus whatever else you roll.
All right, fair.
Ooh-wee. Yeah, ooh-wee is right. All right. So this is not part of my thing. I got 1 shield and 2 defense and 2 attack. So I got 1 shield and 2 attack. Do you have any Sardaukar in there?
I do.
Yep. So that's done away with. Sardaukar, get rid of one of your shields. So that's that. So I have no shields. How many hits did you get?
4, 5, 6.
4, 5, 6. So ouch. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's nothing I can do. But and then your 2 dice, your 2 shields block my 2 hits.
And then does my unit move into that space, or?
It does.
Do I get something cool for killing Duncan, Idaho?
No.
No, we're taking him to the. We're taking him to do some what do you call it?
You're not taking him anywhere. He went to my regeneration tank.
No, we're taking his body. We're taking his body. We have plans.
No, you don't have plans.
All right.
You're not that evil.
Yeah, absolutely. Come on now. Do you know the Baron?
Oh, okay.
Oh, my son. You are naive.
Wow. That was kind of stupid for me. I mean, it got me this, but it was kind of stupid to put him out there in the middle of nowhere. So I'm going to definitely do a deployment action here. And that's going to allow me to deploy 1 token and 1 leader, naive or named, in the same siege. So I think I'm going to put this. Get to look at what it is here, and then Duke Leto is going to be out there as well.
Okie dokie. All right. Well, let's not leave the beast waiting. I've been chasing Leto for a while. Let's go ahead and surprise attack that spot.
Oh boy!
But you could still have.
Well,
you could have 6 there total if.
I'm catching some stuff here, so hold on. I'm catching some stuff. Leader combat abilities. All leaders. because I'm hearing, like, for example, this right here, his ability is flip a spent leader card of your choice face up. Then use this result as another as other action die result. So I'm wondering if, and I didn't catch this the first time I played it. I'm wondering if
Well, you can only use that special once.
And then it's flipped over, and you only get the basic action if you do it again.
That's okay. The basic action's fine. That's what the basic action is.
Yeah.
So it's not the leader's action. Well, that makes sense. That the middle action you could only do once or whatever the.
Right.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
All
that's,
right. So
I think
I
that's
would
what it is.
I haven't used his red action either. So.
Okay.
So this is just a basic action.
Okay.
But I'm still attacking.
Okay.
I have no time for this foolish Duke.
All right, so you're attacking that. They moved once. I know they can't move again. I'm sure they probably could attack again. Because attack. Battle. That's what I'm looking for.
I'm going to go out there. I'm going to kill Leto.
Legions can attack an enemy legion.
We're going to capture one of these worms.
Strategy action.
Sell it to the Spacing Guild. I'm already 2 harvesters down. How worse can it get? It's about the spice. Baron Urban, you have been.
Oh, it actually says here specifically, it's not possible for you ever to roll in any circumstance more than 6 combat dice.
Gotcha.
So, but I mean, I interpreted that thing correctly.
But you get to add one of those.
But yeah, you get to add one of those, but you never roll more than 6.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. This is 2 different actions as well. So that whole movement thing that I was telling you earlier, where you couldn't move here and then use the second action to move here from there, that would be the same action.
Separate.
Yeah, it's 2 separate actions. So
Gotcha.
yeah, you're attacking Duke Leto.
Yep.
And that thing. So since you're attacking this area, this is flipped over.
Ah, see, I knew
So
it was
it's
a 3.
And then that's flipped over as well. So we have a generic and
A chunky monkey.
a elite coming out here. So we have all of that nastiness against this stuff. So what this does is it gives me 3 dice plus 2 here. So I'm rolling 5 dice against your 6. Oh, what am I doing? I'm not doing that.
Yeah. No more people.
Doing that. Not yet. Not yet. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right.
So this will be a little bit of a better battle, hopefully.
I hope not. Well, that's a pretty good roll.
All right. So this counts as
1 and 1.
another hit and another shield. So I'll go ahead and put this up as a shield. And so you have a Sardaukar, right?
Yeah.
So that gets rid of one of my shields. And then, so I have a shield and 4 hits.
Okay, and I have 2 shields and 6 hits.
All right, so you have to take 2 hits.
Okay.
And I have to take 5 hits.
So I can just take that out of 2. Is it better to take?
Well, it's up to you. If you take
take
this,
the Sardaukar
you're
one
losing
off.
1 die.
Yeah. I'll take it off of that too.
So
do I have more
you
than
have,
one of those?
you have to have 2 hits, right?
Yep.
Okay, so you have 2 elites here.
All right, let's do that.
Okay, and so those are replaced by 2 regular dudes, like so. And the
You're not
Sardaukar
elite
stays in there.
anymore.
Yep.
You lost your laser
You're
gun.
wounded. So I have to account for how many? 6. Gosh. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and dead. So you get to move up 1, 2, 3, like so.
And does
this
that
is
see it's
removed from the
destroyed,
board.
right?
Yep.
All right. Duke Leto, you cannot escape me forever.
Oh, he just went into a regeneration tank. He's okay. He'll be fine.
I'm gonna take all them teeth out just so you can't have just so you can't have a poison one.
I'm taking all your teeth.
Jeez Louise. Okay.
Baron Harkonnen, the teeth harvester. Everything's supposed to be getting spice. He's going after everybody's teeth.
Yeah. He's a nasty man. He can do whatever he wants.
He's sick. I'll need to check this one out from the start. Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Duncan, Idaho, Kabuki Kid says, hello, Kabuki. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. He says, that name has been amusing to me since the 80s.
Yep, same.
Matthew Vincent says, yes, Frank loved potatoes and donuts.
Really?
Matthew says things that are sometimes not true.
Potatoes and donuts. Huh. I know the Baron loves donuts.
David Brownlee is here as well. Well, double speeding since I'm late, he says.
Don't double speed. Oh, you can double speed if you want the video, not on the road.
So Lewis is here, Spurs fan. He says he's on a road trip again. All right, are you done killing things?
For this round.
Okay, I've got one die left, and you
I
have
got four.
So it's time to do some desert power, I think.
Screw you and your desert power.
Yeah. Let's see here. Gosh.
I wish I had a different way to get people on the board, like leaders. Like you just keep throwing leaders out there.
Well, I won't anymore because I could use this as a deployment.
No, fair.
I could do that, but you know, we'll see. I am going to use a desert power and place some worm sign tokens. So I'm going to place 2. And we will do, let's get these off the board. Let's go with 1 and 2 there. That's my desert power.
Okay.
Your turn.
My turn. I am going to... I can move 2 different legions. I still have this thing, too.
Yep. So this basically can be used to scout or do that troop thing that you used so effectively on the other side of the board.
Yeah, but I can't do it. I only can do it in these 2 areas, right? He only can control.
Correct.
Can connect to those.
But I mean, if you see this guy is connected to this area as well.
Let's. I would like to move, but I need to be careful what I'm doing here.
No, man. Throw caution into the wind. You're Harkonnen. You'll be fine.
That doesn't mean we can't be calculated.
No, it absolutely means you can't be calculated.
No.
Didn't you watch the movie? Raban is anything but calculated.
All right, I'm going to spend one of these.
Uh-huh.
To
what is that? Your strategy?
Strategy, but I'm going to take a Bene Gesserit token.
Yep, go ahead.
I don't get to use it till next round, right?
Right, correct.
And then I get to play another planning card.
Oh, dear.
And for my second planning card...
Oh, you get to play another one?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Crapola.
For my second planning card, I am going to...
Well,
I really wish I could get this dude out.
I will say this. You did kill Duke, Leto, and Duncan first.
I know, in the first attack.
So we're following the course of the.
Right.
This is just before the movie started. There you go.
Yep. Hope Cloud's observation. We are going to shuffle one prescient card back in the deck.
You're a jerk! Jerky monkey.
Yeah, well.
You're not supposed to be so jerky. You don't have a skinhead.
Man. I did once.
I did once. Did you?
Yeah, I was bald for 13 years.
Serious?
Yeah.
That's cool.
When I went in the military, all the way for 13 years, I was shaved bald.
Oh, really?
And then one day I was in California doing a job, and I looked around, and every person was all of a sudden bald, and I said, screw it, I'm growing my hair out. There was a huge fad, like, at one point in time. Anyways, I shuffled that back in the deck.
That's
so
jerkiness
it's your
right
turn.
there. That's jerkiness right there. Let me see that card. I want to see it. I want to read it for myself.
One revealed.
Yeah, but see, this one's revealed too.
No, that one's not revealed anymore. All right.
Oh, snap. Dookie.
Don't call me Dookie.
You are Dookie. Big red Dookie.
We got to keep the pressure on, people.
Jeez Louise, you got that right. I am going to use Desert Power again. And we'll go with these two right here. And
what is up with the Desert Power?
I got to use it, man. I got to get them sandworms out there, brother.
Well, that's true. That's
Actually,
true.
I think I'm going to put this one right here. That being said.
Ugh.
That gives me the higher likelihood that those are sandworms.
All right, well, this is going to allow me to move two different legions. So I'm going to move that legion that way. One space.
Okay. Whoop.
Yep.
And you can't move them again right
Right.
now.
And then I'm going to move these gentlemen here.
Okay.
That was my turn.
That was it. We will do my last Desert Power. And we'll go there. And here.
Man. This is some DS. That's too much desert things going on a desert planet. That's my take. All right. Well, then I'm going to move two more legions. I'm going to move that legion up on the rocks.
Which one, here or here?
That one right there.
This one?
Yep.
Okay. What if they don't fit there? They can't go there.
That's not the rules. That ain't the rules.
Look at all you just hovering in the rocks like a bunch of sissies.
Yeah. Sissy lalas. It's your turn.
All right. So now we have an equal number of unused dice.
Yep.
So I can't use Desert Power
No
anymore.
more desert powers. Like
So I'm going to use this as a deployment, and we will put. So that clicks both of these guys down because I'm using a die. That lets me put one deployment token out. So I'll go here.
He might tell me no on my next action, but we'll see what he says.
I'll go there. And
Oh, you can put multiples in one place?
oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that.
Oh yeah.
That's cheating because then
That's
you have
not
more than
cheating.
6. What?
No, that's not cheating at all, brother.
That is some cheating stuff there.
No, I can put it in any siege.
Man.
That's gonna go there, and then
See some crap going on.
I think I'll have Paul go out there.
Goodness gracious.
So whenever leadership action here for Paul now is I can do as normal. I can make a surprise attack with a legion with a leader, or I can move two different legions with a leader, And then his special ability is place Paul in any legion, then move 2 different legions with a leader.
Oh.
So he can go like, I'm going to move him over here.
He's
then
a
I'm
sucker
gonna move
fish. Sucker fish. All right. So for my last action, do I want to do... Okay, for my last action, you can tell me no, but this last action, Harkonnen says that he can place 2 vehicles of his choice on the board.
Mm-hmm.
Is that any 2 vehicles anywhere?
I believe so. Well, I mean, ornithopters and carryalls have to go to areas like this, but yeah.
And then as a free action, I'm going to look with that guy, but... So I'll just put him here and here.
Okay.
And then I want to look with this guy at this one.
Okay.
So I can see it.
Yep.
Do I only get to look at it once, or is it?
If you forget what it is, you have to look at it again.
All right.
That's what scouting does. It's a free action. So.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's my turn.
You better hope I don't put the wrong worm side out there, because there ain't no carryall out there to fix that one.
I know.
All right, so...
Oh, yeah, good point. Thanks. He's got some
I should have kept my mouth
got some
shut.
good strategy, see?
All right.
Asterisk.
Yeah. All right, so now we're going to place one worm sign token in each place. So put one out there for that as well.
Jeez.
And then one out here as well. And then all of them get flipped over. So nothing. Over here, worm, nothing. Worm!
Oh, worm. See?
And this is a worm as well, because that's deep desert.
Oh, crap.
So worm sign shows up right here. Nothing. Worm sign here. Worm sign here.
So those just come off the board, though, right?
Worm sign here. Yes. Yeah, that's correct. Now, here's the thing.
Oh, but this one can save that one.
Correct, because if I'm understanding it correctly, you can use it to save this one,
right?
Because this one's fine.
Right.
So you can use this to save that.
Copy. And then that one comes
but this
off.
one is just dead because there's no carryall. And that, these 2 over here as well. Bing and bing. Nothing.
4 worms on the board all of a sudden?
Yeah!
Yeah.
All right, let's flip all these back over and give them a shuffle. All right. So, now that is done, place 1 sandworm in the area, place 1 sandworm, When a sandworm is placed in the area, is conserving a harvester, remove it. Remove carryall in connected areas error zone to not remove a harvester, which we did.
Yep.
If it's in a Harkonnen Legion, but none of those are out there. Now we roll 4 Coriolis Storms for all Harkonnen Legions in vulnerable plateau, minor erg, or desert areas. So,
you have to do the
all
storm
of these
thing.
guys... these guys are safe because they're in the rocks. Yeah. These guys are safe because they're in the rocks, and these guys are safe because they're in the rocks.
Okay.
But you've got that legion, and that legion. So what we're going to do, Coriolis Storm is just 2 dice. So we'll go here first.
Why you get a roll for it?
Because they're my storms. So that's 2 hits out of here.
Oh, jeez.
So you could take this guy down to a regular.
Right. So then it would just... He would take the 2 hits, basically.
Yes, basically. So that's that. And then the second one over there. This is a miss, so just 1 hit.
Just trying to see if there's a...
There is a solder car in there if you want to...
No way.
I'm just saying. And then over there. Ooh, 1 hit.
I got 1 shield, too. You could just wipe out my people like that?
You're not supposed to be here, man.
I think this game's cheating.
Now we go to spice harvesting. So
You're never supposed to have more people on the board than me.
Well, that's probably true. Although technically I do because of all these tokens that are out here.
I know why. That's what I'm saying.
But
with those, you definitely have more people on the board than me.
So you're going to get 2 4 spice.
Yep.
From your harvesters.
Somebody's going to have to lower.
That's correct.
It doesn't matter which one, right? Until we get to here.
I don't believe so, yeah. Just whenever your lowest one is,
But then I have to put a dice here forever.
Yeah, you're going to have to put a dice there forever. That's correct. And then that becomes your active row on how many vehicles you can put out next turn. All right, that was spice harvesting. You spent all 4 of your spice, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Yeah, I spent 4 to save 2.
Yep. Now, you could spend 3 to move up 1 over there, which would basically just give me another Bene Gesserit, but it would make you 4/10 of the way there.
Fine.
But, all right, so we check whether revealed end of the round phase presence cards can be claimed. It cannot. It's not end of the... You got rid of the one that I could have claimed. The Atreides win the game with the requirements. That doesn't happen. Remove all ornithopters and carryalls.
Do you know what your requirement is?
Yeah, I already looked at it. And it's...
Well, how come I can't see it?
If I have to answer that...
I have spies within your organization.
You can replace any named leaders on the board with generic leaders if you wish, first.
Why would I do that?
If you think they're in harm's way, if you don't want them to, whatever.
Are you gonna smash the Beast Raban over there?
Well, see, here's the thing.
Nice to
I
get
could use...
Yeah.
I could replace Paul and put a generic leader in there so that he doesn't have to go into the regeneration tank if you attack him and he dies. That's kind of the same thing. So it's up to you.
That's tough when you have multiple tokens there.
I know. But it's up to you. You get to choose first, and then I'll choose.
Screw it. He either does his job or he dies. Who cares?
This would refresh because I used Stilgar to move 3.
Sure, but they would all refresh,
legions.
right? Anything.
Yeah, that's correct.
Back
They would all refresh at this point. Correct. So are you doing anything?
No.
I'm not either. We discard down. Oh, there we have it. You asked this question.
Raban is not leaving.
We
He's
discard.
not running.
We would discard
Just
down
so
to
we know.
6 at the end of the round.
Oh,
so 6.
Okay.
There you go. That's another thing we didn't do.
Raban is not running.
Atreides removes from the game any revealed prescience cards they want, then shuffle all the cards. So nothing happens here. Then
You're keeping that stupid thing out there?
reshuffle all the cards. Yeah, might as well.
Then reshuffle? Oh, because if you put them back.
Yeah, but
Gotcha.
now 2 new ones come out. So Bloody Swords and Fanatic Legions and Atreides Legion attacks a Harkonnen Legion not in a settlement, causing at least 1 hit.
Well, that's too easy.
Well, And then end of the round, there are Atreides Legions in 3 mountain areas. What the? Oh, that's freaking hard.
You're getting there.
No, I'm not. I had
You
this
got
one all
people
locked
everywhere.
up.
I
And
know
what
you did.
happened? All right, so that's that. Now we go back to the beginning of the round. So we draw a card each.
Not as cool as... That's right. 1 each, right?
Yep. Harvester of sorrow, language of the mad.
So...
Go ahead. David Brownlee says, worms? I thought it was a war for a rat kiss.
That...
You got the look. You got the look.
We won't go there. So I do have a question for you.
Yes,
and I
go
think
ahead.
you did it over there, but I want to make sure. Like this has a 2 underneath it, because I remember.
Yep.
But if I attack your legions there, do I have to do 2 hits to take it out?
Negative.
It just goes if there's nothing left
If
there.
I leave it and there's
Okay.
nothing there, you walk in, you take it over.
Okay.
I have to have.
It just rolls dice if you have other people.
I have to have at least 1 leader there in order to do that. Yeah.
Gotcha. And then when those things flip over, when your legions flip over, do you have to you replace them with dudes when these flip over?
Yeah.
So that you have a max of
So
6?
So at that point, yeah, I have a max of 6
Okay.
when I flip them over. But while they're not flipped over, there can be any number.
Copy.
Okay.
All right, now we're going to roll our dice.
Now we get to roll our dice. Reveal 3 prescience cards. Yep, there we go.
Yep. All right, people. We need some good things to... Oh, my gosh.
And ouch. That's disgusting.
And then this thing can go anywhere. It has to go where there's less of everything, right?
Correct. Has to go where there's less of everything first.
Okay.
Gosh, that was a horrible... Well, I guess it wasn't a horrible roll, but goodness gracious.
Okay.
Where do I want to put this?
And so as one of your desert power things, you can move worms one space, right?
I can. I can
Okay.
move 2 sandworms.
All right, but now I got to place my dudes.
Yep. Now you place your vehicles. You can get 4 harvesters, 2 ornithopters, and 1 carryall.
And I got to be careful not to place too many people in one basket because other people seem to... Because you get... Well, this was a bad spot anyways now. So is this one touching the edge?
Yes.
Which it's not hard to get to. None of them's really hard to get to. That's an interesting thing, right? Because none of these are really hard to get to. There's no... There's no significant distance.
I think that plays into the
the
theme because the Fremen were
they
able
move
to get
quick.
to them.
Yeah, I like that. I don't like it when I'm playing the game. I do like that. All right, I'll put one here or here. I'll put that there. Just don't know how far. I mean, you can move so much. Of course, if you're out there beating on these things, then maybe...
Correct.
I can be over there whooping you. Because this harvester doesn't even defend against
Carryall? No.
carryall. So the problem is all of the distances are, like you said, everything's close.
Yep.
And these worms are really close. That was pretty good, right, to get 4 worms out first round.
That was pretty good, yeah. I mean, I did put out a lot of those tokens, though. And I put them in the right spots to kind of give me the best chances.
We're going to get slaughtered in multiple locations, but we'll do some slaughtering of our own. Or at least we'll try. Put one of those there. We're going to put one of them here.
Okay. That's it.
That's it.
Jeez Louise.
They're like wiping out the freaking... I mean, that's very thematic, right? They're going after all the harvesters. That's very cool.
Yep. All right. Well,
I'm not sure I liked my dice roll so much, but we'll see. What do you got to do? Destroy 2 harvesters? Well, that's not going to be hard.
I'm going to use this to attack with the Legion, which put these down here.
Oh, you are attacking.
Yeah. Because
So how did that move?
by using a die action. By using a die action, it goes
Oh, every time.
everything. Yeah, every
Every
time.
dice.
So it's just like a
So they
cooldown.
move pretty quick.
Just like a cooldown thing. It doesn't really.
Okay,
You know,
so they move pretty quick. Okay, copy.
so that's that. So I'm going to attack over there because you're not in a settlement.
Yep.
So I'm going to try to do this. So I
Yep.
want to score at least 1 hit.
Right.
So these guys flip over.
I knew you got to go first, so it didn't
Yep,
really
yep,
matter.
yep.
So
So I have
Ooh.
2 Fedaykin.
that's Fedaykin.
Fedaykin, whatever. Fedaykin.
The Fae. We call them the Fae.
No, we don't do that. So there's 2 Fedaykin and 2 normies.
And then those 2 tokens go back in your
And no, one goes back, the other one does not, because this is a
Starter.
starter, yeah.
Gotcha.
And we're going to attack.
Oh,
So
rude.
And oh crap, that was stupid. I forgot that I could make a surprise attack Legion with a Legion with a. May I play from this way
I don't care.
instead of over here?
Yeah,
I should have done that.
I don't care.
Yeah, I want to do that. So that gives me, that die, that star. So I'm going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 dice against your, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I get a extra,
extra star.
die there. I'm sorry. I'm not looking at what you did.
Oh.
I'm going to discard this card to get a 5th.
Oh, I forgot you could discard it. Okay, yeah, right on.
You?
No, you're good.
Oh yeah,
You're good.
you already have 6.
I already have 6. It doesn't matter.
So there's these 2, and this is an extra one, but I only have 2 leaders in there, so it really doesn't matter. But you have a Sardaukar in there still?
I do.
Okay, so one of my shields is gone.
Oh, and you have 2 of these go?
I have 2, yeah. So 2 of your shields go away.
Okay.
So I've got 3. That's my regular leader, and then I
3.
think
Where's your regular leader?
this is
Those are 2s?
This is regulars.
Yours do 2 damage?
No, my regular guy just does 1.
1. Gotcha.
So it's 1, 2,
Gotcha.
and
3.
then 3 damage altogether.
3 and 1.
3 and 1. That's correct.
Okay. And I'm same. 3 and 1.
3 and 1. Okay, so
we each lose 1 damage.
we'll do.
So I take 2 and you take 2.
Yep. So I think what I'll do is I'll just do that, and then I will retreat back into this area.
Got it.
But that
But
allows,
you do the damage. Yeah.
that allows me to do
Yep,
this.
yep.
So up 1 here and up 1 there.
Oh, I hate losing my Sardaukar because I don't know how to get them back. I don't have anything that gets me them back. Yet, anyways.
I think there should be.
No. This one replaces 2 units with elite units, but that's those guys, right?
Not necessarily. Sardaukar are considered elite units.
Oh. All right, well, I'll lose him then. Okay, so that was your turn.
That's correct.
And there are 1, 2, 3. All right, so I'm going to do this, and I don't know if it's a wise idea, but I'm going to do it anyways.
Okay.
I'm going to use explosive artillery by spending 1 of my dice.
Mm-hmm.
Can't be that one. I guess it'll be one of those. So I get to move any Legion first.
Yeah.
And I'm going to move these guys. They can't go across here, right?
Right. They can't cross that red line.
But I want him to... Yeah, I know.
You can get rid of them to give them the ability to do that.
I need to move... Yeah, you're right. So separate before I do this, I would have to spend this. Right?
Yes,
To move
I
2.
believe so.
As a free action, I'd have to do...
Well, I think it's during your move action.
I'd have to do...
Let me look it up for you.
Oh, it just says just discard it to move 2.
Yes.
So it's a separate action, separate move action.
Yes.
So then I could actually use the Ornithopter to move these guys to here, which I will do.
Okay.
So that has nothing to do with this. And then for this action, I get to move any Legion.
Mm-hmm.
The trick is I don't know how much I want to come out of the middle or how easy it is for you to get to the middle. You know what I mean? I don't want to leave everything exposed either. I can move these 4. I could move them here. Right.
Yeah, as long as you're not.
Yeah,
you have
less
1,
than
2, 3,
All right,
4,
so
5.
for the first part of this one, I'm going to move that Legion.
Okay.
And then for the second part, I'm going to attack with Raban over there.
Okay.
Before I attack, I get to roll 4 combat dice and score 1 hit for each attack and each star.
I don't get to defend.
No. So that's 3 damage.
Ow.
With the explosive artillery.
Owie. Dang, 3 damage. Crap. Ola. Yep, I'll just take these 3.
Okay. Well, that's my turn.
Okay. That guy goes there, and then these 2 go down here. So, I think I'll use one of these. That puts Duke back up here. I'm going to use this as a deployment. So
It's nice that you can do that with anything, huh? It's pretty cool.
Well, I mean, I'm using my house actions to do it. So
that the house action can
your
do
house
that.
actions are pretty tough too.
Sure. Not disagreeing.
So that's going to go there with a leader.
Oh, does the leader go with that too?
Yeah.
Soccer fish.
1 leader. Named. Oh, wait a minute. Duncan is back.
What the heck, people?
Can't keep a good man down, brother.
Man, this guy. I'm going to use a house action to turn 2 of these into Sardaukar then.
Oh, jeez. Ooh.
That's my turn.
All right. I'll use this for...
See, more deployments. These freaking... The Fremen are like rabbits.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
Like rabbits.
There you go. That's all I can do. Oh, man.
All right, I'm going to spend this to get 2 cards. See if I can find something in here that's painful.
You have 4 dice left, so I'm going to use Desert Power, and we're going to actually we're going to get rid of one of my Mentat dice to play Wall of Sandworms. Place 1 sandworm in an empty desert area adjacent to another sandworm, then take a desert power action. So what I'm going to do, whenever all of the sandworms are out, because both of these guys are named, whenever all of the sandworms are out, I can take from one.
Yep.
And so I'll put them right there. And then desert power action, we'll move him there and him there.
Okay.
Because you can move 2 sandworms as part of my abilities. Let's see here. Was he in the tanks? Yes, he was. Talaxio tanks or whatever. I am very unsure I spelled that correctly. I did spell it properly, LOL. The axolotl tanks were the regen
You talking
tanks,
about
though.
Mr. Duncan Idaho?
Uh-huh.
No, he's talking about spoilers.
Duke Leto.
Oh.
Both Duke Leto and Duncan came back out today.
Yeah, but that's a different kind of tank. They're generation tank.
I know.
The Talaxi tanks he's talking about are the ones where they repurpose the person.
Ew.
Yes.
That's gross.
Yeah.
That sounds like a very Harkonnen thing to do.
Yes, absolutely. 100%. All right. I am going to play this one out. To play Spies All Over Arrakis.
Dang it.
I got to reveal everything here.
Okay. So that puts out
2, 3 little ones and a Fedaykin.
2, 3.
You got it?
What was this one?
2.
A 2. There you go. 3.
Then I got to draw 2 planning cards.
Ah, gee whiz, really? Good night.
Yikes. I have too many planning cards.
Oh,
But that's
these were
okay, because I
both
don't
fun.
understand. Some of them don't make sense to me right now. Okay. All right. Well, that was my turn.
Okay. Well, we're going to place some worm sign tokens. So I'm going to go with 1 and 2. And we're going to go with... Well, that's kind of shocky. Well, I don't think I'm going to place worm sign. Not yet. I am going to move 2 worms. Worms. 2 worms, though. So move that guy here, and then move that guy to where the research station is.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. So I think I'm going to... I have to have a leader for a surprise attack, though. So this one's my only attack one. So I can spend the Ornithopter to move anybody that's in those connected regions with him, right? Like I can use that Ornithopter to move these 3 guys.
I believe so. These guys here, you mean? Yes.
Okay. Why don't you spend the Ornithopter then?
Okay.
I'm going to move these 2 spaces.
Well, it would have to be
He starts
in one
in
of
that
these
region.
2 areas.
Oh, he
It
doesn't.
would have to be
It
in
doesn't
one
matter
of these
where
2
they-
areas.
it's
It's
not-
where he's connected.
It's not based... Oh, I know, but he starts there.
Understood, but it's within these 2 areas. So this Ornithopter will
hang-
allow you to move these
All right.
guys 1, 2,
Okay, we'll put him
or
back then.
1, 2. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Where'd he go? There it is.
So before I do that, then I will spend this dice for deployment, and I'm going to put 3 irregular units and a leader here. would be my turn.
Okay. I'm going to use my last die to draw 2 cards. I'm going to draw 2 from this deck.
Okay. I have too many cards.
You can only have 6 at the end of the game.
I know. I got to get rid
using
of.
mine.
I got to get rid of 1.
I don't know what you're doing with yours.
I wish I liked that one, but I don't.
Then I'm basically going to have 2 actions of Desert Power after this.
Yep. See, I don't like that card. Some of these might, but I can. I remember I can get rid of cards to. All right. Well, I'll do the Ornithopter thing.
Okay.
So you can pull him off and then move these guys
Two out here.
over 1 from there. But
here.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I will go ahead and attack with them.
All right. You get so lucky, man.
Huh?
You just
Why am I lucky?
randomly-
There's 5 there.
I
Oh,
know,
'cause
but
of the
you
threes.
randomly picked my 2 3s with your first
To smash.
4 attacks.
Well, fair. That's fair. It's a game of luck. We just talked about that.
That is true.
Apparently.
That and that. So
All
he's
right.
out. All right, so I get 5 dice. And we'll be good. Oh, that was a hit. Dang it. So this is basically 5 hits. Because that, for my regular leader, turns into a hit.
And I don't have a starter card there.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You don't have a starter card, but I don't have.
Oh,
any
you don't have a
shields.
shield anyways. Okay, so one of these to get rid of one of those.
Yep. So you got 4 hits.
I took 4 and you took 5.
So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, and you win.
1, 2. Oh, probably
So 1, 2, 3. That gives me another Bene Gesserit token. And you also get another, whatchamacallit, dude.
What's a whatchamacallit, dude?
Another named leader. You can bring another named leader active.
See, but I don't know how that works because I don't have one that fits there.
I know.
I don't have one that actually fits in that spot. Oh, I do have this one. Enter, but he only enters when a certain card is played. He only enters when a certain card is played. Yeah, I'm not sure how that works, because...
Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. 12, 25, 12. Let's look at 12
They didn't bring another named leader in last time either.
They're not units and can be placed on the board exclusively in areas containing friendly units.
Unless that means I can put them out there on the
can
board.
be generic or named. Both allow for. Hold on. Let me check supremacy. Harkonnen, of course, if the marker reaches the end of the track, immediately wins the game. Additionally, through Hala and Fade Rautha, 2 important Harkonnen leaders. Oh! Fade Rautha comes in.
Where, though?
He replaces Raban.
Oh. So what comes in on the first one? I see what you got.
Thufir would come in the first one.
Oh, Thufir's the
but
first
he's
one.
not in the game. but the second one, fade, comes in.
And it says here too.
Yeah, that's my bad for not
Okay.
realizing that.
And so then, does he replaces him on the board too?
I don't know that he. Let me. What does it say?
It just enters play when.
Enters play. Enters play. Does it say to place him on the board?
No.
Okay.
It just
then,
says.
then all it does is it replaces here.
Well, that sucks because then I lose a leader.
Well, yeah, but you just decimated another one of my.
So does he turn back into one of these guys?
No.
Huh? I mean, do I lose a?
I don't know. We'll see. Let me check. We didn't run into this in the last one. Because when this happened in Roy and I's game, Raban was over here, so he just replaced him and then deployed him, so he wasn't on the board anymore.
I'm fine if this gets to go over there, because normally if you take a guy off the board, right, at the end of your turn, you could put a generic leader over there, right?
No, I didn't do that.
No, I know, but at the end of your turn, you can take a guy off to replace with a generic leader.
Correct.
So I'm assuming if I'm forced to take him off for no reason, I should be able to put a generic leader over there.
Named leaders 12, 18. Or red for reactions, no. Name leader cards are face up under action symbol. 18. That's where I was. 12, 18, and 31. So 31. Their leader card is immediately placed face up, corresponding to the action box. Its figure is set aside to be used when the player deploys or places the named leader on the board.
Sure.
So that's what happens there. I really think he just comes off the board because he's replaced. Hold on.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'll pull him off. I just feel like
If
I lose a leader for no reason for doing good.
Well, it's not no reason. Thematically speaking, the Baron wasn't happy with how the guy was doing, so he pulled Fade in to replace Raban.
Sure.
And actually,
I understand that.
Raban was killed, right?
No, I mean, but in the game, on the map, I used to have two leaders standing there.
I got you. I totally understand where you're coming from.
For doing well.
Well, I think Fade is considerably better than Raban was.
Well, yeah, but he's not on the board.
Sure. Not right now.
So I have to figure out how to deploy him again. He's not. Well, I don't know. He's got one more thing there for sure. I don't know what he's got on the back.
Let's see, 12.
It's all good. I would just.
They're not units. Leaders can be generic, named. Both allow greater flexibility. Leaders represented by figures. Name leaders considered face up. Leaders. Yeah.
It's really just a matter of. It's fine. I'll just take him off.
I mean, go ahead and put a regular leader out there. Because you still I see that in games of the purpose of the game you should have a leader over there. I get that.
That's all I was saying. Is I don't know how that works, but
I just don't know. I think that's one of the things about when Fade comes out. You know, it kind of sucks, but it's I don't know.
It's all good.
Yeah, but we'll just do that for right now. But I'm sure it probably says it somewhere. I just can't find it, and I don't want to take more time doing it.
Yep, that's fine.
So we'll
Don't
just
worry about it.
we'll just put a leader over there. Okay, sorry, I just found it. If Fade Intersplay Beast is immediately removed from the game, it says it right here.
Okay.
And it doesn't say anything about adding a leader.
That would be good. So
Yep.
take that back.
So
I figured that there's
Sorry.
got to be a case where they figured, because they know what that track's going to do.
yeah.
So, all right.
But that's literally, look,
Hey, yeah.
that's literally
Last page.
It's like, where is it? It's in the right section. Don't get me wrong. It's in the right place, but it's like, it's one sentence on the page,
Yeah.
page 32, where it's talking about, all these different named leaders that are in the game. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
That was it. That was my turn. So
That was it.
those guys take that spot. That goes away.
Yeah, and I gave you your 3 points over there. So that comes up here like this. These go away. And crap. You are 1, 2, 3, 4 spots away from winning. So, how many? Do you have any more movement left? Yes. Crapola. You can't move 2, so that should be all right. I guess I'm gonna go with. Well, I have to do 1. Oh, that's what I was looking at. I don't think I can attack because you guys are on the rocks. I don't think I can attack you with my sandworm.
With the worm.
That's what I was wanting to. That's what I was looking up. But I'm pretty sure that I can't because you're on the rocks. I think you have to be in open desert to do that.
Right.
Let me just double check though, because
Sure.
that's what I'm gonna do, unless I can't. Attack. Yeah, it has to be in a desert. So, not going to do that. I am going to play some worm sign tokens, though. So, we're going to do... we're going to do some worm sign out here. Go ahead.
Okay. That wasn't what I thought you were going to do. That's okay. It's all right. I can't move 2, you said? No, I'm just kidding. You're right.
No, because you don't have an ornithopter out here.
Okay, so I'm going to spend this dice to place 2 vehicles on the board.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's what you wanted? No, I'm just kidding.
No, that's not what I wanted. Goodness gracious. That's still only going to let you move 2. Dang it.
That's a lot of stuff over there.
Well, I got to do something.
All right.
Got to do something.
Gonna kind of waste this token, but
You
not
got a
waste
lot
it.
of activity over
I'm
here,
gonna
too.
move the 2.
All right, so you're going to go to here?
Yep.
All right.
And then I'm gonna make the surprise attack.
Well,
Surprise!
that's all it does. See? Your luck continues. 3, 3, and 2.
And 2. I knew that was a 2. See,
Yeah, I know you did.
scout that one.
So you go 2 more up in that Helen Boehm character, whatever, comes in. And I believe she's going to replace somebody else, I think.
We're going to replace Piter. It's like...
But I do get another Bene Gesserit token.
Yep. Well, that's a horrible hat. But they all have horrible hats, so...
Mm-hmm.
Where is her? Where is her? Where is she? I don't think she's in this thing.
Oh, no, I gave her to you. She's right there.
Oh.
She
was on the board.
They
I'm
said
sorry.
to place it over there just to remind you
That's
that
a
she
good
comes
idea.
into play.
Copy.
That was your last die, right?
That was my last die.
So that's the end of the turn.
Okay.
So now we go there. Well, that was going to go there.
Oh, jeez.
That goes there. That goes there.
One there.
And one way out there. And then we just flip everything over. So flip over, flip over. Flip over,
Ugh.
flip over.
Worms everywhere.
Flip over.
Worms
So
everywhere.
worm.
Tell me that's not a worm.
That's not a worm. That's not a worm.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Nothing. This is a worm. So we'll pull this guy over here, and that's going to destroy him. There's going to be another worm over here, and that's going to go away. This is nothing. And then that one produces another worm, and we'll bring it from over here.
All right. Worms everywhere. Freaking worms are just popping up.
Well, it's their planet, dude. What do you expect?
I expect you to be subservient.
Well, we kind of are right now. It's kind of getting schmackedy. Oh, you get that one over there, too. So you get 2, 4.
6.
Oh, yeah. Ouch. But you got to do...
we got to do something else first, don't we?
Yeah, we got to roll for Coriolis Storms. So this is going to be a Coriolis Storm as well. So it's 2 dice against those dudes. 2 hits.
2 hits
in there.
Crap.
And then those guys are safe, but these guys get 2.
I need to get some stinking deployments things.
1, 2.
Man. Let's take those 2.
And then this one right here. 1.
Gotta get those guys off of there, I guess. Getting hammered.
I think that's it, right?
Yep. For the storms.
Yep.
Okay. And next.
Then
I have to discard a card.
Discard. Okay, so spice harvesting happens. So now you get
6.
you have 6.
So I just stay where I'm at.
Okay. And the Atreides player checks if any end of the round. This doesn't happen, I don't think, because I'm not in mountain areas. So that doesn't happen. Then I'm going to discard both of these because those are actually, they get put back into the deck.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that's.
So 1, 2, 3 come out, and then this gets shuffled back in.
Where's the food go? Yeah, I don't want either of these. That's interesting because 3 of my side characters, or 5 of my side characters, all go right here.
Really?
5 out of the 6, out of the 7.
Wow.
All go in the same spot.
So you got to choose.
Which is interesting.
Yeah.
Unless that spot's empty.
Right. Okay, so Duke is on the board, so he should be up like that.
That's true.
And so there's that. Discard down to 6. So I don't have to do that. And all of the Worms on the board, yeah. Next round. So we draw 2 planning cards, 1 from each.
Huh. Who's this guy?
That's Duke. The Duke.
The Duke is there?
The Duke.
He was way over there.
The Duke, and that's Duncan. And this is Paul.
I know. Duncan and Paul are over there protecting that stupid thing.
Okay, we roll dice.
All right.
Where did my... Oh, there they are.
Oh, geez, Louise.
Bing, bing. Bing, bing.
How does that even work?
Okay.
So these have to go there and there.
That goes there,
So
that
changes
goes
to
there.
that.
Then 1, 1, and then I can choose which one this one's going to go to.
Just there.
I'll go there. Okay. All right, so Jessica trains Paul in the Bene Gesserit ways. Jessica and Paul are in the same siege.
Okay.
Oh boy. Okay. Dew collectors for the planting.
There are Atreides legions in 3 plateau areas. We've seen that one before.
Yeah. Now I have to freaking stay there just to have
one
a chance
action die and remove one naive leader.
from a legion with a named leader in a sector not containing a Harkonnen legion. So I have to be in a sector not containing a Harkonnen legion, and I have to remove a leader, a naive
One of
leader.
your leaders?
Yep.
Oh, just pull them out and
Yep.
take the bump. Interesting.
Wait. From a legion with a named leader. So I have to have a named leader there as well and remove... Golly. George? I don't like it.
Well, how do you take one out? You just...
Well,
just
like
say
for
you're
example, this guy is in... I hate doing this because it shows you the one legion where I can do this right now. If I had a legion... If I had a named leader here... then I would be able to take him out.
Oh, no, you don't. I thought you had one of those.
But no. But see,
you do like right here.
no, but well, that's true. Yeah, but I'm assuming you're going to attack there, so I'm not counting that one, where I can do it and not be affected severely by it. But anyway.
Oh,
yeah.
gotcha.
Because it has to be in
Because you have to spend a
an
dice
area,
to take a guy out.
but it's in an area where there isn't a Harkonnen legion, which is
Right.
technically right here. Yes,
Yep.
you're correct,
Copy.
but.
That's nice.
You got 4, 5, 6, 7 dice. All right, my first one is going to be to.
Hey, I didn't put my stuff out.
Oh yeah, place your vehicles.
Vehicle.
Giant sand chickens, the eggs must roll.
Indeed. I like that.
I can already see Eat the Shai-Hulud t-shirts.
Eat the worm. Eat the Shai-Hulud,
Need to get some giant chickens.
Put one there. Put one here.
When does Big Worm come out? It is a card
It is a
that
card.
is in one of these
It's a
decks.
scary card.
Yep, and this guy here
You put him.
is huge.
Look at that. He's amazing.
I know, but when he goes into a
Yeah.
thing, he attacks the entire sector.
What?
Yes, he attacks the entire
So
sector. So if
sick.
he's here, he attacks the entire sector.
Wow. Will you put this guy in the far corner?
No.
Yeah. That's been a good sand spot for me. See?
You finding good bass out there, huh?
Yeah, there's a lot of spice in certain areas.
Mm-hmm.
Ornithopter. Oh, that kind of sucks. Kind of want an ornithopter there. Oh, I could put an ornithopter here. And I can put an ornithopter here.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You're done?
Yep.
Dadgummit. I do not feel like I'm going to win, but that is okay because I'm playing JT. We just keep things on the up and up and on the normal. That's how things go. What should I do?
That's freaking crazy, though. I don't know.
What should I do? You are 2 away from winning. That really stinks. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to use a I'm going to use a deployment die. And put that out there. And we'll put Jessica out there as well.
Good heavens. Is that happen immediately or end of phase?
Nope, end of phase.
Okay. All right, well, my troops are fairly sneaky. I'm going to use this ornithopter to move these guys here and then attack.
You're a jerk. Too bad.
It's all right. It's one more.
It is one more.
It's one more. I just have to find one more.
Yep, I know. All right.
You knew it was
That
coming.
was your turn? Yeah, I did.
Yep.
That was your turn. I should have attacked here before you got out of there, though. But
I didn't
you know
want that
We're just going to go ahead and attack now.
I know.
So we're in the desert.
The kamikaze.
So sandworms roll 4 dice
So he has to. Oh yeah.
in the desert.
Oh my god! Close up on those 4 shields. What?
Re-rolling. Can you re-roll? I think.
Can you re-roll?
I don't know.
That was the worst roll in the history of rolls.
I know. Combat.
How many shields are on there? 2.
I can't remember. I seem to recall that you can, but I just haven't. That is a freaking horrible roll, though. That's why I'm asking
I hear you.
the question. Pretty sure you can, but I just got to find it. It's got to be in combat. Battle round sequence, combat roll. Surprise attack. Battle was followed. I don't see it. Just go.
Just go.
Stupid dice.
I don't need that card at all. That's worthless.
Let me check. Well, start thinking.
Yep.
We'll come back in. Unless you're going to use that thing, we'll come back to it.
What thing?
Unless you're going to use that
I'm not
Legion.
going to use that Legion right now.
All right, so just go ahead and do what you do. I'll keep looking while you do it.
I'm going to spend... Actually, I need to get this one out. How do I get this out? I need to deploy 3 regular troops and a leader. All right, so I need to deploy... Come on. It's kind of a... And you said if I move a single... Oh, if I move 2 different legions. move them in. I guess it won't matter. That's fine. I'm going to deploy Fade Raltha, the Nah Baron, and 3 troops to here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
Yeah, I don't see it anywhere, so I guess you can't. Makes sense, though.
Yeah.
Your luck continues to be generous. All right, what did you do?
I put Fade and 3 guys
dear.
there.
Okay. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dice, and I have 3. So all right, so we're gonna do Desert Power.
More Desert Power?
Yep. We're gonna go there. And there. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to spend this Ornithopter to move this unit twice. I can get over that wall, right?
Again, if you use it from this, it's
Their
movement
has to be
within
all within
these
those zones?
2 zones. Yeah, you can't move outside of that zone, I don't think.
That's odd. I mean, okay.
I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But I will double check. Let me see. Those are ornithopters, right? Yeah, Ornithopter 13. Let me double check the reading.
Don't need in there.
Ornithopters are used to move legions faster. Troop transport 23. Troop transport performs an action to move a legion. They can increase its movement by using only 1 ornithopter in an air zone connected to the sector where the legion starts its movement.
Yeah.
To do so, the Harkonnen player removes the ornithopter and moves the legion up to 2 areas away.
Yeah.
This troop transport allows the legion to move across impassable borders, areas containing enemy land. Okay, so yeah, you're correct. All right.
Fade is on the hunt.
Okay. We're going to. We will discard one of my Jesuit tokens as a die to play Shai Halud.
Nice. Is that the big guy?
Wildmaker enters play.
Anywhere he wants.
Yeah. Well, in an empty, in an empty desert area of your choice.
And then can you move him with this thing too, with the desert power?
Yes. Yeah, he's a sandworm. But that comes into play. So there you go. Your turn.
All right. One card. Ow. And then how many damage does he do?
Wildmaker rolls 6 dice.
Jiminy Christmas. And there's no way to defend against that.
No, you can't even. You can't move into or attack an area that has a sandworm.
Gotcha.
I mean, neither of us can do that.
Sure.
Well, I don't know about moving into it. You might be able to move into
I'm not. I won't move into it. That's fine.
You might be able to move into it.
But
I know you can't. I know you can't attack.
That's fine. I'm going to move 2 different units. I'm going to move this one here. They're committed now. They don't have a choice. And then these ones I can't do anything with. It doesn't matter where I move these guys, right? They just...
No, you can... Yeah.
Matter. It's moved 2 different legions, so right. I'll just move those 2.
All right. I've got to do it now. Otherwise, I won't be able to do it. So we're going to attack with Wildmaker.
Okay.
That's 6 dice.
Here it goes, everybody. Just leave Fade. He'll do it by himself.
All right, so that's 1, 2. Gosh, still so many freaking shields. But you're in the deep desert, so this counts as an extra 2 hits.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So
okay,
that's
4?
4 hits.
Oh, and I can get rid of leaders for that too, right?
Yeah, they count as 1.
All right, so 1, 2, 3. I guess I'll have to turn this guy to a single. So, because the leader doesn't get to do damage unless he. Yeah, I get rid of those.
Let me see. Let me look at casualties. So we make sure we do it correctly. 26. So removing casualties is 1 for a regular unit, 1 for an elite unit, special or not, with 1 regular unit. Well, I'm sorry. Remove 1 regular unit. Replace an elite with a regular, or remove a leader. Yep. Generic or name.
Okie dokie.
That's it. Your turn.
Let's do a... Oh, I guess I didn't have to do that. That's fine. Let's do a surprise attack. I think I have one in here.
This will be for the game.
Make a surprise attack with a legion containing... Oh, sorry, car. I just took it out. Gosh darn it. All right, well, I'll just spend this to make a surprise attack.
Okay, so you get an extra puff. Turn my things over. What do I have out there? Oh, 2 normies.
2 and 2. So
4 dice altogether. There you go. And I'll, since I'm not going to get that, I'll discard that to have 5.
And I can discard 1 as well, right?
I believe so. I just have a regular leader out there too, don't I?
Yeah.
That sucks. Wheel. And I didn't do anything. So I have 2 and 3.
Okay. And then I have the surprise attack. I get that extra symbol.
Yep.
So I have 5 and 4.
Ouch.
So 3 damage.
3 damage and...
That's all 3, right?
Yep, that's true. That's a game.
That's how Dune was supposed to turn out.
Yeah,
No,
when you had a doofus at the helm of the Atreides like me.
I don't think so.
I think so.
All right, who wants to see a rematch
I think so.
of the Switch and the Verse? And then I'll be the nice guy, and he can be the judge.
Well, that is the thing. I had the experience with the game, so I thought I think the Atreides are the harder ones to play.
I would imagine.
The Harkonnens are just pound, 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 pound. So it's really kind of like a blunt force type thing.
Yeah.
So I think that's the reason why I had you play Harkonnen, since it's your first time with the game. I don't think I would have done any better. You probably would have won with the Atreides.
Who knows?
But I don't know. I think it's harder to win with the Atreides because, like, for example, I had to get this all the way up to here, and I had to get this to here and this to here. So I had to accomplish all 3 of those in order to win. And you just had to get that up there, and you knocking out the Sieges are... for me, I think it's easier. These are hard. Some of them are easy.
Yeah.
Some of them are easy, but some of these are really hard. Because I had this, but I had to wait until the end of the round to get it. And then even then, it would have just been 1-2.
Sure.
You know?
What does that do? All 3 of them get 1 more?
No, you get to choose one of those kinds of leaders to bring out into play.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, just like the red ones over there.
Yep.
Mr. Thufir.
Yep. So, I don't know.
It would be very hard. Well, it's thematic in that way. It would be very hard for Fremen to get into the core.
One of the things that I was able to do, and I think it was just because Roy was just going, like balls to the wall here, but I was able to move in here, and that gives you 1 pop-up on all 3. So, coming in here and getting these defenses, like 3, all 3 of them up 3.
Yeah. That'd be a fight to get in there, though. I mean, it would be a lot of work.
It would be, but for example, I had... if at least one of these was up to 4, I could have played Family Atomics, which brings in...
Family Atomics, that sounds cool.
Yeah.
You gotta blow up half the map. You need a new map for that.
I can bring these in. So, Rimwall West. Hole in the rock.
Attack the west there?
Yeah. So I can do
look at
that. I can
That's
do...
freaking killer.
Where's the other one? This one, is it right here? No, I don't know where this is.
Hole in the wall. It's right here.
Hole in the rock. Yeah, there you go. So this can come here, or splintering rock is right here. Yeah. So you can put these out on the board. It gives you a way in,
and it gives you. You can put all 3 of them, or just one of them.
I've never done it before, so I don't know.
It puts those out there.
But let's see, Family Atomics.
It gives you a nice way in.
Well, it says here. It says. Atomics immediately detonate if any marker is at step 4 on the prescience tracker, then play 1 planning card. If atomics have already been detonated, take 2 consecutive desert power actions. So atomics, let's see what atomics says, 29.
Blow your way right into the core.
So the detonation of Family Atomics changes the board permanently. You choose one of the 3 Family Atomic tokens. So,
So how does it work when you move these around with you?
Yep.
You just basically, if you're going to attack, that's when you would reveal them.
Yep. Or if they're being attacked, you reveal them. Yeah. So, yeah,
And then these give you what? Those give you move up.
Yep.
On
I get to move up 1 on those, and that's what I was about to do this turn.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting you to head out that way. I was going to sand ride over to that one and flip that one over. And then I was going to sand ride out here, flip that one over. I was going to start working on that, but it's too little too late.
Yeah. Well, that's why I went in the back first, is so that those 2 that were back there were a little more insulated.
Yep. But I think it's funny that Raban's army just hid in the rocks the entire game.
They didn't hid in the rocks.
They hid in the rocks. They hid in the rocks. They hid in the rocks the entire game. Raban, you role played Raban well. Good job.
Okay. Fine. And then Fade came in and cleaned up the mess.
And got all the glory. That's correct.
Yeah.
So,
but it is interesting. Like, I feel like attacking the harvesters like heavily would probably be better too. But I don't know.
It's necessary. But here's the thing: because you're tempted to put them out in the deep desert, that's the highest chance for worm sign to show up. So. One of the and that's kind of the thing. I'm
hoping for the worm signs.
Yeah, you're hoping for the worm signs to come out, and I think it's a better than 50% chance.
Yeah, you're right.
For that to happen if you stay in the deep desert. If you don't stay in the deep desert, then it gets a little bit more sparse. But I think it's I don't know.
But when a worm is here and moves into here, does he automatically destroy it? It does, right?
Yes. Yep, because the carryall isn't there.
Yeah.
You can only use the carryall during the desert
phase.
During that specific phase.
Interesting.
So yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's really cool.
I really enjoy it.
Great theme, obviously.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I love Dune.
I want to try out the Harkonnen too. I've only played the Atreides so far, and I really enjoy playing the Atreides. But man, it's hard. It's hard to do well. Even when I was playing Roy, we kind of called it an Atreides win because I was rolling really good. And I had a lot of good leaders in the same spots, and I was able to hold out. I was able also to take this, and then I was holding out with these two, which were the last ones that he really needed.
I had a card in here that was going to make you put Paul inside your regeneration tank.
Really?
At the end of this turn, yeah.
You're a jerk.
I'm like, oh yeah, I got it. Huh.
But
cool.
I think it's. I mean,
cool.
It's super fun.
Yeah.
And I think it's.
It's quite thematic. I don't know.
Yeah, and it's thematically weighted against for the Harkonnens to have a better chance, I guess, of winning. But I still think the Harkonnens have to play well. I'm not saying that you didn't have to play well. I think you really did.
Well, if anybody out there has an all-in pledge that they don't want, let me know, because I might need it on my shelf just to have it.
Just to have it?
Because it's Dune.
Yeah. Let's see. So is it a top 5 lucky game? Tune in next week.
This is not a top 5 lucky game. Spoiler alert.
We didn't get this game in soon enough before we made that list. But I don't know if it would be. I don't know about him. But I think it would. I always enjoyed War of the Ring. I just hated the fact that the good guys could not attack before they were attacked. I hated that rule.
That's a weird rule. So
it's thematic, though. It's a thematic rule. Because
why? War of the Ring?
Yeah, because the good people...
What did they do while they were hanging out? Like
the good people, well, I mean,
prospering.
They were all kind of fighting against each other. No, you guys are. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And everybody was enjoying the peacetime and forgetting the fact that
I don't know how it plays. I never played it, so I got obviously another theme that I love.
Yeah.
But this production, is friggin' awesome.
Yes, it is.
Gosh,
these plastic tokens are an add-on.
Yeah, I would bet.
There are cardboard tokens in the base game without them.
Hi, sweetie.
So that's
I would be interested in playing.
And of course the mat.
The
mat is a
for sure
is a difference.
It would be very interesting playing 4 players. So is it all 4 teamed up, or are you all 4 against each other with your own?
No. It's those 2 factions against these 2 factions.
Gotcha.
It's still.
So what if you play 3 players?
One person takes both, and the other 2 split up.
Takes the Harkonnen and the Empire?
Yeah. Like one person is one side, the other 2 people would be the other 2.
It would be interesting how that would work with this side.
Yeah.
That side, it makes sense, kind of, because you could separate... Well, I don't even know how it would work.
Yeah, I don't
separate
know
the Fremen from the Atreides, because the Atreides didn't have any troops.
Right. Well, that's true. They were mostly destroyed.
Yeah. Other than 12. And we took Duncan, Idaho to the repurposing pits.
No,
I can't remember the name of them, but...
No, he's right here. Oh, he's right here.
Yeah, you'd think he's right there. Anybody know what they called Duncan, Idaho in the second book?
I
Just
don't.
the name, not what it is. You don't have to do any spoilers, obviously, for Messiah, just in case they come out with it. But, come on, what is it? What is he?
Wow, Kabuki. Kabuki said, yeah, Sam is the one person who prefers Battle of Five Armies. I'm pretty sure there's more of us out there. We just choose to keep quiet because you guys are so overbearing.
What? Battle of Five Armies would be awesome.
It is
Five
awesome.
different armies.
It's very similar to War of the Ring. You just
I want to be the Eagles.
You don't have to wait. You don't have to wait to fight. You can just go ahead and start fighting. Doesn't make any sense.
Indeed. I can't remember what he's called.
Matthew says evil is easy. And then Kabuki says because
Evil
good is
easy.
dumb.
A Talaxu Gola.
A what?
I just turned him into a Talaxu Gola.
Who?
Exactly.
Sam is the luck killer. You are correct. I have 0 luck in these games.
That's not true. You beat me plenty of times with dice.
But it is easier, just like in War of the Ring, it's easier to play the bad guys.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
easier to play the bad guys in this, which is why I gave you them, because I had 1 game more of experience.
Well,
I gave JT the handicap like he needs it.
thanks. Appreciate it. But yeah, it's awesome.
All
It's
right.
gorgeous.
Well, we're going to get on out of here. We thank you for joining us. Nobody put
Indeed.
Shai-Hulud in the corner. That's correct. I didn't put Shai-Hulud in.
I didn't. They're all over the ding place.
Thank you for joining us. Hope you enjoyed it. We will see you guys and gals on the flip side. See you tomorrow morning. It's going to be early for our live Q&A. We're doing some other stuff in the day, so we got to get it in there early. So see you then. And then on Monday, we've got our top 5 lucky games coming out on Monday. So come back for that as well. See you later.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Worms, and more worms. So what was the one under Paul? Was it a 1?
Yeah, I think so. And let me just go ahead and do